this the best sport in the world? A rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Eastern Michigan's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Western Michigan Broncos out. Headed on to the field, our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on,
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, he would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
That's caught. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. The Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Wilson to pass. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Rush is on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They want to run it left here. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
14, Western Michigan, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level, always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Soto. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, run.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, we coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
Kick is in the air. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Soto. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Eagles with the 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead.
Turning it on! And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you nowhere to go with the ball and down, he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let them struggle through the uprights. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Stokes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it on the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. They're going to run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The give on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Eagles. Can really attack on this second and short. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looking downfield on first down. The free safety timed his rush perfectly on the blitz, and they come up with the sack.
Yeah, and the free safety usually stays deep and plays coverage, plays in the middle of the field, but they spin him down, bring him in the blitz. You could tell, caught the offense off guard, and he gets the quarterback, he gets the sack.
The Broncos want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Flips it out on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. With the catch, it's Soto. Across the... Bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Soto. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wilson will throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They'll line up for a second down play. With the catch, it's Coleman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll pull it on the read. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Hard running there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to... back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So 1st down will open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wilson to pass. They're working that left side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Gets rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Makes a connection. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
As the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Sends it back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Wants to throw again. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want trying to get it away, and he cannot. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,